Could it be America's greatest romance since Joni loved Chachi? Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Danica Patrick competing on the track and dating off it. Welcome into the Sporting News Studios. I'm Tom Vandervoort, here to talk with me about the Danica situation. Our columnist, David Whitley, I'd have been surprised if David hadn't written about this. And David, your reaction to Danica's acknowledgement that she's now dating a fellow competitor.
This is unprecedented, because I was trying to do some research and find out what other two competitors in any sports have actually had a dating relationship. And, it may have happened in the NFL or NBA, but we just didn't hear about it. But, racing gives us that unique chance to have an actual male and female trade some paint. And so it will be very interesting to see how this develops. But, whatever develops, it's going to be big news. That's the interesting thing, because we just love this kind of stuff. I mean, there's been some backlash about people paying too much attention to the celebrity gossipy type of stuff. I'm sorry, I'd much rather discuss celebrity gossipy type of stuff than, the new Gen 6 car and whether it's going to lead to more overheating.
Yeah, does this increase any pressure on Danica at all, do you think? I mean, the fact that now she's got a relationship with a guy that might be able to outrun her, I would guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't say might. I would say, that he's proven. He's won two nationwide series in a row, and her best finish, in the sprint last year was 17th, and she finished 30th 4 times. So, and it was a rough year for her. And from a driving standpoint, she still has a lot to prove, and the pressure is on. But the big picture is it doesn't matter if she finishes last every race. Just her showing up, NASCAR is a winner. The whole Danica effect is, the fact that you and I are talking about this, a month before the Daytona 500, before the season even starts, shows just how good Danica has been to the sport and what she's bringing to it.
Any chance that she wins Rookie of the Year?
I would say her chance of winning Rookie of the Year are about as good as a chance of one of the Kardashians winning. But basically that's what she is. She's Danica Kardashian with a helmet on going around. But people want to. We're fascinated by the Kardashians, so we'll be fascinated by it. It doesn't matter if Kim and Khloe and Danica finish 39th, 40th, and 41st. They'll get more attention than anybody except who finishes first, and any attention is good for NASCAR. All
right, last question. What is the over and under on whether this thing lasts the whole season or not?
I just don't see it happening, because it's sort of like, again, the Kardashian thing. Nothing seems to work out with them. They have, one of them was married to Chris Humphries for about 30 seconds, and that fell apart. And there's just going to be so much scrutiny, and every time that she turns left and and if they wreck, and there's a lot of great storylines here. But I think they may just get fed up with it and say, look, we just got to chill this thing out. Ricky may be more likely to do that than Danica, just because he really needs to win to make his bones, and she just wins by being out there.
Yeah, that is certainly true at the moment. We'll see what happens. 36 races in the regular season. We'll see how it goes for Danica and Ricky. Thanks a lot, David.
Okay, Tom.